Sure what happened there. But Carol, big roll for her, and she rolls the 4. She hits.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Well, Carol can do 4s. We know that. 6-4
4, 6.
hits.
Yep, it's a clear
That's
hit.
very big,
Win a lot of
especially
gammons
if
here.
Carol stays out. This is
Oh, you probably just end up cashing, don't you, if Carol fans?
maybe. I don't know about that. You've got almost everything covers. It's a play on.
Yeah.
It's got to be a play on, and that's a cover. And then out from the back, presumably, get yourself some 9s. Carol shows him a number that hits. 3-1. So he'll probably. Do you get directs or do you get builders? You got to get builders, right?
I think builders come first. Yeah. In fact, by giving yourself a direct shot, you actually give her a direct
Right.
shot.
It is a duplicate.
Ooh.
He does both. He gets a builder and a direct at the cost of only 2 numbers.
Yeah.
Nice play.
That makes
nice
sense.
play, Neil. I'm starting to think this guy is good. All right, while you guys are joking around, the clock is running.
Right, yeah. Carol's not worried, apparently.
I've seen her get in time trouble.
Oh, I've seen them both.
I've seen me get in time trouble many times.
Oh, look at this.
That's
It
at
also
the
created a
closeout.
good double 5. That just had to be the right play.
Yeah.
I
This guy knows what he's doing.
mean, yep.
Gammon's a bit tougher here, but it's still very much on, especially after he
After he plays a
7-5
7-5.
and 6-6.
Only
6-4.
Neil. All right. Well, he might as well take
Gammon
one roll,
reduction. Well, you might as well play on. There's if you know the opponent can't take next turn, even if you have 1 in a million gammons, you might as well play on. There's no reason to cast this. He doesn't even have to, think about, is it a Jin save? Just play on. She can't take after 2-1-6-6.
And this looks Jin.
Like this might be Jin, it might not be Jin, but why should Neil worry about wasting time thinking about it?
2-1 followed by 2-1 4 off or 3 off followed by double 4. That's the
No,
sequence.
2-1 she has to play if she plays correctly.
You're right, but if she doesn't.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is a double pass, obviously. So 6-5 Neil. He's got his 56-57% now in the match.
She did technically play that double 5 illegally. She took 3 off.
Yeah, I heard them talking about it, but also saying it doesn't matter.
Oh, actually, no, she didn't. Neil was wrong because I was talking about a 2-1 followed by a double 4 being bad. So yeah, that was correct.
All right.
Or legal, I should say. 6-5. It's been a grueling match. These guys have been playing a lot of tough matches all weekend.
It's fitting to have a great final at the end of what's really been a fantastic tournament. I mean, just everybody here, Dan Minardi, Candice, somebody named Ben Friesen, you name it. All the staff have just been really fantastic, and it's been a great event.
And if you're thinking about coming this year and didn't make it, you've got to make sure you come next year.
Absolutely.
We had 100 players and just lots of great action. 4 different jackpots, all maxed out, full. Doubles, almost 32 teams. And Dan, the attention to detail that he has is just amazing. Everything from name tags to just beautiful artwork on everything. So I really hope you make it. We're gonna hope to make the event even more special next year.
Yeah.
So.
And when you have a great event and it's your first time doing it, you just got to think about what it's going to be like when they actually have some experience with this tournament. Highly recommend it. Highly, highly, highly recommend it.
5-1, not her best.
Yeah.
You don't ever hit here, do you? On the ace, I mean.
No, I don't think you just don't gain enough. I like Carol's play. 42.
Now she
Clearly she should have hit.
Yeah, right. Now she really just needs to roll one of these miracle hitters.
5-4 is a miracle anchor.
Or a miracle anchor, also very good.
She's shown that number off a couple of times since I've been over here.
Is that a Barabino?
That's Bill Roberti's books say that. I have literally never heard it outside of Bill Roberti's books and me saying that Bill Roberti's books say it. So maybe it's a Boston thing. 41.
All right. Well, you got to slot. Just come up and slot, probably, right?
Unless you want to stay back and hit. There is something to be said to attack one checker and keep your stay back when you're behind.
Right.
I actually do prefer 6-1 there, but I certainly see the merits of slotting. Now we got a
Well,
pretty standard 5-point holding game, except we don't.
she hits the shot right away.
That 3-6
Oh wow, and another
naturally
six.
runs, but
Fours, ones, and
fours, and
sixes. This is a
sixes.
lot of
That's a lot of
numbers.
hitters. Obviously not a cube because the hitters don't win. But and sometimes they miss, as they say in
And
Minnesota
sometimes they
and
miss.
everywhere else.
Although that's actually one of her. It's got to be her best miss. Because making the 13 gives her a lot of holding game potential.
Yeah, it's the best out of the four numbers I missed for
Right,
sure.
right, exactly. The 2-3-5-2-5-3.
That's looking at the sunny side of I'm trying to come up with the right mixed metaphor here.
Yeah.
So even if he clears the midpoint, he still has the 11 to clear. So probably, although something like double fours would certainly lose the market. But I did not count the race. But now that he's down to 2, he now has sets to clear both the mid and the 11. And that, unless the race is much closer than I think it is, it'll probably be a double. Red has 101, 86, 92, 95, 124 after the roll for white, if I'm not mistaken.
That's what I got as well.
So this has got to be a double take.
10, 20, 31.
There's
73, 83, 93, 95, 101.
Yeah, it's 101.
Yeah, so 21 pips. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
it's-
almost 20%,
Yeah.
and you do have rolls that clear both points.
Yes.
But it has to be
Yeah.
a take still because it's
Yeah.
just there's too much work
Too much
to do.
clearing to do, and 20 and Neil, Neil doesn't have something like the bar point and 9 point. That's the kind of thing that can make it a pass when you're down 20 some odd pips.
Right.
When without the bar or 9 point made, you can pretty much always take down about 20.
Yeah, I think the rule that I usually have seen is something like 15%, but that's just
Yeah.
for a normal
Yeah.
bar, midpoint only holding game. So
Yeah, the rule of 4, as Phil
and
Simwood
as
calls
they
it, is really
say,
good, and 6-1 is a shot.
it's shot time.
So the question is, do you clear a harder point, or do you minimize shots? Minimizing shots also fails to duplicate numbers, but it does cover something.
Yeah, it's
which is
5
good for
less
return.
numbers though. It's pretty big. I think I have to assume that Neil made the right play here. You do also have counterplay anyway.
Yeah. I mean, making the board up, if she fails to hit and cover, as we see here, there are a lot of returns. She's duplicating the 3s there, which will result in Chapman's 2-6 from the bar. He runs out, decides not to go for the big hitting play.
Yeah.
He's looking at it.
I mean, she already has the cube. But she already has the cube. I mean, she could actually hit and cube him out.
This is an interesting decision. So if you hit, she stays out. A lot of times you win a lot of gammons.
Yeah, this feels like a pretty good double tiger decision.
If you stay back, you're giving her a lot of shots and actually probably more hit and cover numbers as well, if I'm not mistaken. No, not what's your name? Ben is putting it in. Neil decides not to hit. I'm kind of surprised by this. I think the hit just instinctively seems right. You also lose some gammons as well, but you win a lot of gammons. And the gammon's more valuable for 5 away than 6 away, although that's probably a relatively small consideration.
So the hit is right by 135.
All right.
Pretty big. You win just about 50% of the time, and you win 14% extra gammons. So
yeah. Well, now he again elects to run out.
Well, this hit seems really clear because you're not even ahead in the race anymore.
And this time he doesn't think about it. And again, Carol hits.
Yeah, that was too. So unfortunately, Neil decided that it was wrong to hit the first time and just assumed it was still wrong.
Was it more wrong?
But it was even more wrong. Yeah,
more
because
wrong
now he was
hit.
actually.
Yeah, that's about 0.17.
Only up 10 in the race. I guess he was still up in the race. I thought
it's a difficult thing sometimes to choose between the really big play that gives you a lot of gammons on both sides.
Right.
It just seemed that the upside was big enough.
Yeah, and I think
downside.
I wasn't sure, but it seemed like it won more, right? And so Stick often says, "Make the DMP play," and it did hold true. I don't know that I would have made any kind of bet on that without looking, admittedly, but
I would be. I tend to be wrong when I disagree with Neil Kaz. So
right, right. It
this
was
was
certainly a
a
tough
rare
play.
exception. So
So now
back to
Carol's
what's
thinking
going
about
on
cubing,
here.
right?
This has got
And
to be double
it's
pass,
106. It's
right?
106 to 107.
Oh, wow.
And
Still,
Neil
she's
only
got
has
everything
one
covers.
checker away or up
Everything
though.
covers. I would
There are
redouble
a
this.
lot of there's got to be a lot of gammons here. This feels like it might be. She's probably playing on if I had
Yeah, I
to
would think
guess.
it's redouble pass though.
Um,
It's too good.
yeah, it is too good.
All right, nice job.
0.08. I was trying to figure out a way to take because I like to do that kind of thing.
I took a .8 drop this weekend.
So now this should be clear to not hit. And actually, she went ahead and cashed.
Yeah, cashing's got to be right now that he's in.
Right.
Like the, yeah.
Yep, and every play is a
It is double
cash for
pass, yeah.
Neil, so
Well, there are some plays that are not a cash.
Sure, yeah, he could have made it too
you,
good.
you can make some stupid play and give up. So 4-way, 5-way. Carol ahead, and here we go. Coming down to the wire here. Five three makes a point. 6-3 standard reply is to split them down. Generally speaking, that's the reply to most cases if you're not hitting something. 6-5. Hitting 2 is right even if you had a 1-point board. So with a 2-point board, he's going to go for it. 2-6 is a weak reply. Still not enough to cube this. And she forgets to use the box, and they're letting the roll. Or she hasn't. Has she been using the box?
No, she has not been using the box.
For some reason
Yeah.
I thought she had been. And now she goes from not good enough to probably too good, depending on the reply here. Come out and get. I know you want the extra builder, but I would come out. If he comes in, you want to have that direct shot. That's worth more than the builder, in my view. Now, of course, we're clearly too good. And the plays wind up transposing.
Yep.
As they often do. So clearly right. You don't have anything else productive to do. Neil is in serious trouble here. 6-4 doesn't do much, so she'll just
Two
probably
down,
take two
probably,
checkers down.
yeah.
I don't see why you wouldn't.
I can't. I mean, double four
Extra builders.
might. Like you're not even that worried about
Neil's
double
not
four.
going to roll double fours. That's Carol's number.
Right. Exactly.
As Frank Raposo often reminds us, Frank is here in the audience. He's having a very fine year, first in the ABT, and I believe that is safe after this tournament at this point.
Oh, that's a good point, actually. Carol does have points.
Yeah, she got a bunch in Minnesota. So maybe this match will determine who the ABT leader is, and it's going to be an interesting race this year. There's nobody running away with it. Alan Tish has had an excellent year. Carol is having an excellent year. Frank Repose is having an excellent year. And then there are people like me that suck. 1-3, she's going to hit, and you lift this. Figure you can win the gammon even without leaving it. I guess with 3 in the air, she feels there's no real danger. So, and no board. So this is probably the right play. And she decides to come around. Double 3s are kind of poor, I guess they're poor either way. Double 6s. There are some blot numbers here.
You're in trouble either way. Neil and Carol have 13 or like 13 and a half.
I would have brought that into
points.
the 2 because 6-5 and the high numbers, high sets blot either way. So I'd put the pecker on the 2, not the 1. But
you'll still have the
minor detail. Now she may think about clearing the 6-point here just to avoid some blot numbers. The gammon's pretty safe. I think she's right to bring it in though because you get more backgammons by playing 8-5. And that's that's a consideration. You get some backgammons. So I would have kept the 6-point board even if it cost the two blot numbers. If you get hit, you still probably win the gammon. She's playing ultra safe here, figuring she's not worrying about getting the 3 points. She's just going to count on the 2 points. 2-1 to play. Yeah, now she just rips a checker. This is going to be safe for a very long time. It's very hard for Neil to do anything much here. 6-1. Oh, I guess it was a 6-5. Double fives. That's a bit of a case of too little, too late. Oh. Oh, there are 5 guys on there. All right. Thank you, guys. 2 in. Just, he's going to get these efficient crossovers with the 6, just in case somehow there's some sort of miracle. It's again, obviously, it looks very 9-7ish.
It's up to you. We got all day, right? So, yeah,
9 to 6ish, I should say.
Well, you want to watch
Is likely to be the score.
Wait. Okay.
I'm going to take a very quick break while this bear-in goes in. I don't think it needs a ton of commentary. I'll be right back.
It's hard to argue with you. Alright, 2 with 5.
How does your PR go down? You burn efficiently?
Yeah, if you just stack up line 6 and get your crossovers,
Oh,
even
right.
though you have no chance of saving it,
Yeah, so they'll give up. Even if it's completely gen?
Yeah.
Really?
Okay, at least on the settings I have.
All right, so we're back. It is indeed 9 to 6. But Neil is off to a really good start in this game. And at the score, he has to think about the cube. He absolutely has to think about the cube. Two-way, five-way, this has got to be a huge cube. Carol snaps it up. He may pay for that. We shall see. Neil certainly hopes so, and he double hits. Pretty important roll for Carol. She locks up that anchor. That is big. He really was relying on getting a 1 or a 3 there. Neil makes the 5 point. Oh, is a nice asset. And Carol enters and hits. A nice reply. So Carol has stabilized the position, at least for now. It was at least somewhat stabilized, but now Neil rolls one of his 4 hitters from the bar. I think she needs to keep this checker going. She can't be leaving around just too many shots. Gammons really do hurt at the score, and Neil, she's outboarded 3-1 with no structure to speak of. So she just hops out, even though that's just fewer blots. 6-2 is a nice shake. Things can go south for Carol real quick if she doesn't do anything, but now she rolls at ace-6. I don't know about this 6. Maybe. 3-1. Now he can hit because he has a better board. It does break a good asset, but hitting is good. Carol hits back. Got ourselves a bit of a slugfest, which is not really what you want at the score and at this board disadvantage, but if her only game plan is to slug, then slug she will. 4-5, does some more slugging. And yet more. At least with every additional checker Neil has back, there's less trouble he can cause on the other end. But he still, of course, is going to go ahead with that aggressive game plan. He's got the better board. What else is a better board for? And there's even more boardage, as Danny Kleinman, I believe, called it. Three, 5. Carol has been an expert in that number today, at least in this game. 3-6. Does he want to stay as connected as possible to just maximize the return shots by bringing the back one out? I mean, you do want to invite contact as red here with the better board. Or do you just get off of where she wants to hit? I think this is the right play because again, you just want to invite retaliation, you know. 2-1, she probably has nothing better than the double hit. But that's 3 blots. And it's any 4 plus double 1s, double 2s, double 5s. That's 14 hitters. So maybe you do have to just sit tight and play 17-14 here to reduce blots.
So the winner of this should be in second place. The loser would be mid of the top 10.
ABT. Neither winner has a chance at first.
No.
All right.
They won't catch. The winner of this will be the second.
So winner of this, I just got word from Chris Knapp, another very fine player here in Colorado, that the winner of this tournament, this match, will be in second in the ABT, and the loser will still be top 10. So we've got 4 or 5 tournaments left on the schedule, and a lot of chances for points. And who knows? Maybe somebody else will go out and run. Maybe it'll be one of these players. Carol may have to cancel her usual selling in Vegas and play it instead.
Just break frames and kneecaps so he doesn't show up anymore.
That's, I considered the option when I was making my 2016 run, but I just couldn't do that to Ed, you know? I like him too much. What do you guys think? This is above my pay grade. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this is actually more the same or more numbers. It's got to be more numbers that hit. Yeah. Yeah, it is 2 blots, but as Frank said, even at scores where the gammon losses matter, wins matter too. And yeah, if he doesn't hit here, Cal can start bringing this forward. Yeah, this has got to be right. Now that I'm actually looking at it, this has got to be right. I can understand the anxiety about leaving all these blots, but he's not going to hit more than 1 this turn, and she's a favorite to enter. Yeah, this obviously she a lot of tournament success is just anticipation, and 5-4 is certainly better for Carol here. I mean, Neil does have the thing about these kinds of positions, that Neil's static advantage of having a 4-point board is not going to go away anytime soon. And that means that as he tries to bring these checkers around, there are going to be lots of cases where Carol's going to have to hit him, and he's going to have return shots, and he's likely eventually going to hit one of them. So that board advantage really makes it easier for him to escape his back checkers. 2-1. And again, it allows Neil to think about some sort of bigger play here, but he decides just anchoring is all he's got. 6-2, kind of a poor shake. I guess if she's ahead, is she ahead? 103, 133, 157 white, 80, 120, 150, 1. Yeah, she was a little ahead in the race, so running off the anchor when she has a chance is reasonable. Probably right. 52. Again, sort of not the ideal number. She's clearly decided she's playing a running plan, and understandably so. Six three. Is that 6-3? Yeah. So that takes up a checker. Not bad. Come on, somebody join me. Help me out here.
I can try, but I'm not very. No, I don't. You're doing fine.
Frank, come on. No, it's better with two people. It's way better with two people. Well, come until you have one. You're the ABT leader. You're qualified.
You're doing a good job, though. I'm listening.
So double fours to play here for Carol, and just allows her to do a little disengaging. Probably just clearing the 14 point makes sense. If Neil had made the 18 point, he might think about clearing the midpoint instead of the 14 to avoid that sort of direct contact there. So it's a 5-3 to play. Neil is only down 7 or 5 or something, so he does not want to get hit. It makes sense, you know. You don't want to take unnecessary risks here. 49, 79, 82, 86, 126 black, 119 white. Yes, I can't tell the difference between black and red. Unusual form of color blindness, I guess. Four just comes in from the 10 point, I would think. This looks just something where there could be problems with fives later. Making the 4 point immediately is not important because Neil's not leaving a shot right away, and you'll have the 4 point by the time you get a shot. So Carol makes the right play for sure. And now 5-4. Neil just wants to keep all his points for now. Make the board up. Now 4-3. Carol's going to make some sort of safe play, probably 10-3, but 8-4, 6-3 yeah, you might get a shot here. Neil might roll like a 6-1 or something. So it makes sense to do this. Now if Neil is ahead enough, he may consider running off the anchor, right? Because this is a relatively good time to do so. While Carol still only has a 3-point board with a blot in it, and the hidden cover numbers are all duplicated for the most part. It really comes down to the race, right? If Neil is not ahead in the race, he's not going to make this play. He's got 98.
What's that?
Neil is up 7. 98, 105 I got. Yeah. So given that, he decides he doesn't have time to hold on to the anchor forever. Might as well run while the running is less bad. So Carol's up 1 after the roll. This is one of those technical sorts of decisions. You come up to the 9 point and let him out with 6s? Probably not, right? You just want to play safe. Did you play your final yet? Did you win it?
I didn't show up for it.
So Bill won?
Bill showed up, I did not.
So congratulations to Bill Lonergan, who has now won two consecutive advanced events. He won at Wisconsin and now won here, so I'm sure we will be seeing him in some other division very soon. Fine player from Long Island, real good guy. And congratulations to Marcy Kosser for finishing second. She is here joining us now and watching this final, and another fine accomplishment for Marcy. So a 5-1 hit. This has got to be the play. I mean, this is how you win the game. If he has some joker fly shots that might win a gammon, but it's good to win the game, as Herm Edwards would say. 65 makes the 5 point, and now Neil is hoping for one of 6 particular numbers. I guess there's a 7th that isn't too horrible. This is looking good for Carol. Looking very good for Carol. But accidents happen. Carol has a nice safe play here. If she's 57, 73, 40, 64, 79, 82. Yeah, doesn't no need to hit in that kind of position. She's a bit ahead. You do want attackers though, because Neil can make a race of this. 2-1 to play here. So you just, to me, make the only play that leaves 3 builders. You want to attack because Neil can run into a decent race room. This is kind of important to get a 6 there. 51. Now you got to hit, I think. What's the race? It's 30, 40, 46, 60, 70, 56, 64. Yeah, the race is too close. Now that he's broken his board, I think Carol was hitting there. But Neil again fails to roll the 6. Right, if you hit, the idea is he has to roll a 1 and then roll another 6, and here he can roll a 6 and get right into a race. But the race chances keep slimming as long as Neil doesn't roll that 6. So Carol's got her checker off. Big favorite in the game. Double 1s. Yeah, that's the play. 51, that's the closeout. Just has to avoid some accidents, and then she should be good to go. That's not bad for the purpose of accident avoidance. So she's deciding whether to do this or clear the 6 point. This can lead to blocks very quickly. I think, yes, that is true. She does have to be somewhat mindful of the race. This is the danger, but danger of hitting averted, danger of losing race small. 6-4, good shake. Anytime she's that is good. I can tell that this is over if I hear applause. But just for the sake of the audience, I will pretend that I don't know who won this. So it's a 5-2, and Neil is takes a checker off. 2-1. She's off in 4. Neil needs 2 off here. He gets 2 off, no surprise. And now she just no, it's Jin. Never mind. It's very Jin, and congratulations, Carol Cole, the first Open Gunslinger Denver champion. Well done, and well done, Neil, and all the others as well. It's been a pleasure doing some commentary for you. Had a great time. It was a great final match, and I'm going to go in there and congratulate the players. Hope you enjoyed the streaming. Sorry for all the technical issues we had along the way. Yet another way, it's going to be even better next year here in Denver. We really hope you can come out next time. Thank you. Get back in the saddle.
I might be wrong. I don't want to play.
You're winning 6-4?
I doubled Rose Crawford, and I had her in the 1 point, and then I was rolling in, and I had to make a choice between a 6-point open or a 1 point open, and I chose the 6 because she rolled ones all the time. And she rolled a 6. That's the way it is.
Oh, you know, dice don't have brains. Doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
that's true.
Yeah. Even if you're rolling ones all the time, you just go roll again.
It's not true. Dice know. They have feelings, sir. Please don't insult the dice.
You've been doing most of this? I tried doing this, I think you get one piece. It's way too hard. It's so hard, man.
It is.
This is a hard puzzle.
It's true.
Yeah, it looks like. It's all white.
Yeah. I mean, it's green.
Yeah.
It looks all white, but it's not white.
Oh, maybe the box is different. Oh, the box is definitely different. It's green. There's blue up there. They did it. Bad doctor. Yes.
That's what we do, though. It's the challenge. It's the fun of it.
And now the internet kind of, oh, I guess.
Okay, let me just make a phone call.
So we have the result. Our 2019 World War Shootout second place, Open Gunslingers, Neil Gazaron. Our 2019 Wild West Shootout champion, Carol Joy. All right, then we have another result in the Open Gunslingers. The runner-up for the consolation bracket is Jim Scutts. And the winner, our first place consolation champion for 2019 is Mr. Bill Ryle.
So, okay, I want to. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. You came up with that 2 year day. You came right up with pretty much, right? I mean, wait, I didn't even my own license. We didn't even talk about it much of anything. No. Yeah, send me a text or whatever. Give me a call later.
doing it. What? Yeah, they will.
This is my bag. I have to check out. I have beer.
Yeah, thank you.
What? What is it too much?
There's too much happening. I think it's a boring puzzle too. I think it's a very boring puzzle. And I do puzzles very, very late. I always have a puzzle night in my house. And I agree. But even a boring puzzle is better than no puzzle in my life.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's how much I love puzzles. Okay, thank you. I'm such a puzzle addict now that I don't want to I won't look at the picture yet. I feel like I cheat. Oh, my. I'm certainly glad you found that.
There you go. One of the magnets. That makes it all easier, I'm sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's the missing piece, right?
Precisely.
That's the missing piece. There. I never feel good until I get that first piece in each session. Yeah. It's like until I get that first piece, I'm like hopeless. Oh, good. She's so sweet. Oh, she's so sweet. Aw, well, you can tell me. I know you were uncomfortable with it. I get that. Okay. No, Oh, I'm not. No. I don't know. I hope I've gotten positive feedback. But I'm really looking forward to coming and see all these people that I haven't seen since I started. And one, and but I was feeling like, oh my God, I'm so sad. And so when she did that, I said, can you just say the whole thing? I said, I bet. And so she was like, look, you got this. You look great. Yeah. So now she's going to keep giving great feedback, which is wonderful. So it's, it's happening. I wish I had today. I'm definitely on there. And Tuesday, that's really great. I thought it was just, and I'm giving myself a lot of positive reinforcement. I'm doing things to keep, reinforcing myself. Because you forget. And that's important to give reinforcement. And so I've been doing that. But I'm shocked at not one single person. Oh, that's good. You're not hiding out like a fake one. Okay, suck it, both of you. Suck it. Suck it in. I'm getting reflection of glasses. Okay, suck it again. Now it's total. And I get that. There we go. Okay, look at Dan again, sort of. Okay. Right, except Linda, I totally understand all the reasons behind it. But even when, and I would never have expected 20 people to say, like one or two, but I wouldn't